Hey everybody, it's Sunday evening and I don't know if I'm going to have time to get down here and get a lot done in the fish room today, especially shooting video wise, but I did want to give everybody at least a little bit of an update on what's going on with the new fish I just bought recently. I know my regular viewers will remember me talking about some issues with an experiment I did concerning getting this tank cycled in and some instant cycling techniques. Long story short, I got the tank cycled. Wasn't fully cycled. I did have a little bit of an ammonia spike, and when I say spike, I mean it climbed all the way up to 0.25 parts per million. And so that was no big deal. I did about a 20% water change, and I honestly didn't even bother to check the ammonia afterwards because everything has sort of cycled in and we're doing fine in that regards. And that was with putting 6 Endlers, 6 Prestella, I always get that wrong, I can never remember what it is. Let's call them Prestella Tetras. I got 6 of those. I got 6 of the red-blue Colombians. One of those has subsequently died. We'll talk about that in a second. We have a medium-small angelfish right there, that smoky angelfish, which is just going to be a stunner once it gets a little bit of size and color to it. And then somewhere in there, I don't really see at the moment, is a little teeny tiny white angelfish that is about the size of a dime, and that includes its fins. There it is down there hiding in the cave. Nope, that's one of the Prestella. I'm gonna have to learn what those are called and remember it. I've been told by several of my viewers, I really have, but I just keep forgetting what it's called. So anyway, that's like 20 fish being put in there all at once, and because of that I got a little tiny bit of an ammonia spike, but otherwise we're doing fine, no issues. One of the red-blue Colombian Tetras was kind of boogered up when I brought it home. When I got him into the quarantine tank, it already had 2 bulged out eyes, and one of the eyes was completely white, and within just a few hours it was swimming in corkscrews, and by the following morning it was already dead. So I'm not going to sweat too much. I got a good customer discount on all the fish when I bought them. So the guy that had 3 different people collecting fish for me, and I think the guy that scooped them up just, there's so many of them in the tank, he just scooped out 6 of them and didn't really look at them that closely. So, no hard feelings, whatever. It was just one small fish and it did not make it, but that's how it goes sometimes. I'm really happy with them. I'm not 100% sure where they're all going to go yet, but the ones, in addition to my angelfish there, I'm really excited about that smoky looking angelfish. That's going to be just a good looking angelfish when it gets bigger. The green El Tigre Endlers are awesome. They had some green Cobra Endlers in there, and I looked at them and I almost got them because they looked really good too. I really like that green on fish. Green's sort of an unusual color to see on fish. Blue is another color that's fairly unusual to see on fish. Blue's a lot more common though than green in my opinion. But I don't know, I might have to just get more of those El Tigres. I like them a lot. Instead of going with the green Cobras, I went with the blue, Japanese blue. I can't remember what the actual name of them was either. It was Japanese blue something or something blue Japanese. All I remember is the Japanese blue part because that's what we kept referring to them as when we were in the store, and that's the name that stuck in my head, is the Japanese blue. So that's what I'm calling them. Again, it's academic, it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to be breeding them or selling them or anything like that. So they're just my little blue Endlers. So they're really pretty, but those green ones are just stunners. They are really, really good looking. And I'm also really excited to see these red-blue Colombian Tetras. I think I'm going to put them in my waterfall tank underneath of that Cree LED with all that full spectrum on there, and in the open top tank swimming around. Now I always, whenever you got fish in an open top tank, you take a risk on some of them jumping out. I do lose fish occasionally in those open top tanks of mine, but I really like the open top tank, and it's just, it's a risk I'm worth taking. It's not that often that it happens, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. But I think in that tank with that light and the other gold skirt Tetras that are in there, I think they'll get along and make one big school, and look really good in there. So that's my idea. I'm not 100% that that's where they're going to go yet. I got a couple of weeks here in quarantine, so we've got time to think about it. But that's where I'm thinking. And then the smaller ones, whatever we're going to wind up deciding to call them, I think I am going to put them in my wife's tank. I've got a 20-gallon tank that I keep for my wife, so she gets to enjoy it. I do all the maintenance and stuff on it, but she gets to enjoy the fish and feed them every day and all that kind of stuff. So I took the angelfish out of that tank. It's a 20-gallon tank, and the angelfish got way too big for it. So the tank is really getting kind of empty, and I think I might put those in there, and then that little tiny baby angelfish, the little white one, wherever it is in here, is actually for that tank. I'm hoping it will stay small enough that it can live out its life in the 20-gallon tank, but you never know. Some angelfish tend to stay a little on the smaller side. Some tend to get quite large. Now this one is not one with the big flowing fins. There it is. I can see its reflection in the corner. So you can see it's got the more compact fin style. It's not the veil tail or the veil fin, veil, whatever you want to call them, like this one. This one's going to be big and flowy when it's full grown. The other one I'm hoping is going to be much more compact, and as such it might be able to spend its life in the 20-gallon tank, which is what I'm hoping for. Like myself, my wife really likes the angelfish. They're really awesome fish. I am going to be shooting a video one of these days, just basically gushing about angelfish and why I love angelfish so much, and basically encouraging people to get angelfish. I've said it before and I'll say it again. They're really, really good beginner fish. I know a lot of people don't think that, but angelfish make great beginner fish, and we're going to shoot a video talking all about that one of these days. So make sure you're subscribed and you won't miss that or anything else I've got coming up. You never know what it's going to be with me. So thanks for watching this one. Hope you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you're interested. There's a link down below. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you real soon in the next one.